Waves, Serena here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have an unboxing from Jerry's Artarama that came in 2 boxes. So if you'd like to see what I've gotten, stay tuned. Now this first box is huge, but I'm going to see if I can get my handy dandy X-Acto knife, which I have, because I'm always complaining about creatives using scissors to open up their packages, but this one came quite badly stepped on, in fact. I don't know if you can see the outline of the actual footprints, and it is filthy. So let's go ahead and see what actually is inside and see if it survived. Pardon me while I cut. This is the good thing about having an X-Acto knife. It does actually cut. And of course, you know this is not paints or anything of three-dimensional volume. Here we go. Okay, well, it's packed very nicely. Look at that. We've got corner protectors here, which I like. Thank you for that. And they had a special on watercolors, and that's what I thought I would take advantage of. Let me get rid of this big box. Oh my goodness, this is like Christmas. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh my, I lost the cap to my X-Acto knife. That's very dangerous. Hold on a second while I cover it. Alright, so I took a break. I found the cap to my X-Acto knife, so we're good there. All safe. And I washed my hands because they were completely filthy. But what I've gotten is, I don't know if you can, I can even get this into the frame. It's like a freaking poster. Fabriano Artistico Extra White. Let me see if I've got that in the frame. I do. It's cold pressed. I have to bend it a little to see it. Tilted it. 100% cotton. 14 sheet pack. It's a 10 plus 4 bonus. At 22 by 30 size, or 56 by 76 centimeters if you're out of the U.S. 140 pound, 300 GSM, made in Italy, of course. It does have deckled edges, and it's the hugest size watercolor paper I have ever gotten. Look at those beautiful deckled edges. I don't know if you can see it. Let's turn it over and look at, oh, it doesn't have an opening that I can open and reseal, but maybe you can see the texture and the deckled edges there. Those beautiful deckled edges on all 4 sides. Unfortunately, if you cut it down, of course you don't have all 4 deckled sides. So that's a downside of having large paper. But I wanted to get the large size for a particular project I've seen on YouTube. I've seen several people making sketchbooks, watercolor sketchbooks, without sewing. And you basically need a whole sheet, though, to start. And then you fold them over a certain way, ending up with a sketchbook that is of the paper of your choice. Now, anybody who's searched for sketchbooks or watercolor sketchbooks, you know it's kind of hard to find 100% cotton, and they can be quite pricey too. So I was very happy with this selection they had. It was on special. It's normally 10 pages or 10 sheets. This had 4 bonus sheets, so it was 14 pages total. And if you figure it out, the normal cost for this at Jerry's discounted is $62.70, and I picked it up on sale for $51.30, which is still pricey and very pricey for me, but there are 14 pages. It's going to last a long time. If you divide it into 4, it's about 92 cents a sheet. So that's not too bad. And I even figured out, compared to a 7 by 10 block, which is about $20.48 of the Fabriano, if you actually cut this into it comes to approximately 7 by 10. It's not exact, but if it's approximately 7 by 10 size, it's about 41 cents a sheet. If you have, I think it's 20 sheets in a block, it comes to $8.16 this way. But if you get the actual block, it's $20.48. So quite a difference. But I'm very excited to use this, and I can't wait to start that other project where I'm going to make a watercolor sketchbook without sewing it. So I'm looking forward to that project too. Here is my second box from Jerry's. So let's take a look and see what is inside. They have these nice little pull tabs, so I will refrain from speaking while I do this. Maybe I'll edit this out, but let's see. I don't know if you find that annoying or satisfying. I found it very satisfying. So let's see. You pull that out, and then what? Okay, you have the pull tab. Ah. You rip the box. Okay. If you're strong, you can. Let's see what is inside. Oh, I have everything upside down here. That's good. More surprises for you. So I'm putting this to the side, and I will take these out one by one. While I was on the subject of watercolor paper, I got the Artistico Extra White 7 by 10 watercolor. Oh my goodness, I can't speak today. Watercolor block. And I find these very handy for plein air. It's a nice size for plein air. I just like the size anyway. It's kind of an odd size. It's not really tiny, but it gives you enough space to get a lot of detail in. So I like that. Now, it says it has improved color lifting, which is great, and increased surface resistance, and vegan friendly, of course. So those are good qualities too. Let's see what else I've come up with here. I do have, let's see what I think they repackaged these. These aren't Caran d'Ache, but they are, Derwent Inktense. Okay, I got a Payne's Gray and a Burnt Orange. And I thought these would be very interesting to sketch with. I saw a little thing in Kathy Johnson's Artist's Journal Workshop, which I thought was really interesting. She has a little spot here where she talks about painting a little sketch with, or drawing a sketch with colored pencil. Now, she used Derwent Blue-Gray, but I thought I would try these. I've heard a lot of good things about the Inktense, and she just kind of went over it with her brush, just slightly. So I thought I would try that. That's a very interesting technique. I've never done that before. I like that book very much, by the way. I do have another video where I reviewed that book, so if you'd like to see that. So I did get that in the Burnt Orange and the Payne's Gray. And you know what? We should swatch that out and take a look. Alright, so I have a scrap piece of arch colored watercolor paper, and let's take a look at what the Payne's Gray looks like. Very nice color. Very smooth going on too. I like that. It almost feels like a crayon. And very kind of buttery. This is the Burnt Orange. I'm not going to wet it, but I just want to see how it goes on. I could see how it's buttery, but yet you could get a point to it. So this would be very nice to sketch with, and then kind of soften up the sections of the sketch. I like that. We'll try that soon. Now, next, I have several boxes in here, so let's see what we've got. Oh my goodness, there's like 2 boxes, and I don't remember what that is. I have no idea. You know, when you buy these things, you order them and you hold the box for an unboxing, and then you can't remember what it was. I did get this Tombow liquid glue. I thought I would try this in my junk journaling. I do a lot of junk journaling, and I've been using the Tombow permanent adhesive, which I do like. It is a nice adhesive. You just kind of flip the bottom down and you run it across your page that you want to glue and then just press it down. It's very nice. But the thing about this is, of course, it doesn't last terribly long if you use it a lot. And also, you have to consider the environment, because to replace the tape in here, you actually have to pull off, I don't want to do it now because I might ruin that, but you actually have to pull this off, and half of this gets thrown out when you put the new one in. So I don't really like that system. But hoping this is an improvement. I've never tried it before. I have seen scrapbookers and creatives using this, so I'll try that and see how it works. Now, I know I did get oops, I just moved my camera, hold on. Now, I know they were running a watercolor sale for Turner's Watercolors, and I did get several watercolors. I think the sale was to buy 3 or 4 Turner paints, and then you get a free Prussian blue, which is great because you can always use Prussian blue. Alright, let's see what I've got here. I do have burnt orange. Oh, quinacridone burnt orange. Like that. This, okay, purple Cromwell. Then I hope we have the other ones in here. There's 3 in here. Oh dear. Fortunately, it fell flat and it didn't fall on the edge. There's the bonus Prussian blue. And I got a burnt sienna, which I don't have. I like the browns. I like to work with the browns and the rusts and kind of the fall colors. And then I did get a wine red. This, I don't know if we can see it here. I almost want to swatch it out now. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that beautiful color. My goodness, it's just like a kind of a dark magenta. I just can't wait to try that. I really can't. So I've got those, and those were on sale. Then lastly, I have probably something I can't unwrap here. Let's see. They do wrap their things very carefully, I'll say that. And I try to reuse these plastics as much as I can rather than throw them into the landfill. I hate that. You know, it's one-time use. That's awful. But it has to get to you in one piece, right? Now these were Inktense. What were these? What did I get here? Derwent Inktense sticks. And I got them in 2 different colors. Let me see what colors I've got. Of course, they don't give you a shipping label in your package, which I kind of find, I don't know, not really annoying, but it's too bad. Alright, the 2 colors are Beach Green and Deep Indigo. Let's take a look, since they are watercolor sticks, let's take a look on the arch paper and see what the green looks like. Okay, that is kind of, it's almost like more of a crayon green than I kind of hoped it would be, but that's okay. I thought I would try these in my sketchbook as well, just doing some loose sketching. The fact that it's kind of not got a very good point to it lends me to do more loose drawings, and then I can always color them in. And this is the Deep Indigo. The Deep Indigo, when it was wet, had a very good, beautiful color, as I saw on the on some of the videos. So that's why I thought I would try some of these Inktense. I don't know how I'm going to keep them from breaking. Maybe I have another tin I can put them in to keep them safe, but I'll keep them over here for a while. Now that I've done those, I really am inclined to get some water and a paintbrush and see what they look like. Alright, so let's take a look and see how these look. Alright, so here's the green. It is a nice color. And oh, look at that. That is a very nice color once you get it wet. Okay, there's the green. Let's try the indigo. I'm expecting good things of this. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? It's almost like, it is almost like a grayish blue. That's very beautiful. And since we've done this, let's see how the pencils performed. Oh, I can see using these. I definitely can. Look at that. You can get some nice gradations of intensity with that. And of course, let's try the Payne's Gray. And Payne's Gray is very similar to the indigo. I can see that. I can see that there's less of at least on the arch paper, there's more of streaks left behind on the pencil, if you want that kind of effect, so you have that residual, whereas the sticks, the watercolor sticks, almost completely dissolve. Even on the paper there's a little bit of granulation that stays in there, but mostly they dissolve. But good to know. Two different types of materials to use. I like to try new things. And what we're going to do also as a surprise, let's take that wine red. I'm dying to try this. Let's take the wine red, take a little bit right out of the cap, wet this a little bit out of the cap, and see what we come up with. Let's wet that a little bit. Look at that color. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? And that's a color that I may use a lot with florals, because I do some florals, and I don't really have a color like that. I have a magenta, but that's a little more red. This has a little more purple in it. So I'm very pleased with that color. Very, very happy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this Jerry's unboxing. I know that I'm going to enjoy trying out some of these new materials, and especially the large paper. I've never had paper that large, so I'm looking forward to that. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you like the video, and leave me a comment. See you next time.